All right, since when we started our project, we already initiated with having the store installed, so you shouldn't have to install Vuex here. But if you do, then you can just follow the guide over here, getting started, if that's an issue, right? But you can also use the Vue UI, there we go, to install Vuex store if you don't have it. But you should have the store.js file over here if you follow the videos and did the same thing as I did. So that should all be ready to go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new array in our state over here and just use the most standard way, or the easiest way, to import some of the data from the state into our component. And what we want to do is we just want to put a, let's call it a placeholder thing in our basket right here, so we can see it actually works. Now right now this still works. If we click this, we still get the bagels from our what's it called, the Firestore we already have set up, right? So that works. Now we just want to add something else in here. So go to the store.js, and inside the state we're going to create an array here called basket items, and we're going to just put some standard data, and this is going to follow the same structure as the bagel one we have. So do we still have, no, we deleted those in this one, right? Yeah, we actually have one here. So I'm just gonna grab the frozen yogurt here from, if you still have this in your menu, you did like me, just mark them out. If not, just type them out again. So in our basket items, I create the object to contain the information about our stuff here, not frozen yogurt. This is gonna be bagel supremeth. And it doesn't really matter what's here. There's a lot of sugar and cheddar and chili in it. And the chili. That's a weird one, I know. Cool. So this is our placeholder information in our basket item. So kind of like we did in the other one, but now it's in the store. So just click save for now. This is all, we have a reload over here. That's great. So this is kind of setting up our data structure in our store here, right? So next thing you need to do after you did this in your state, because this is now our single source of truth in case of the basket after a little while, go to your menu item here, and in this one you need to contact the store. I'm going to minimize this one again. Whoop, there we go. So we need to contact the store to actually implement or grab the information from Vuex, right? So what we need to do is we need to scroll down to our computed area down here, and then we're going to add in the connection to Vuex. And what we're going to go is just going to call it basket here, and then remember the comma separation at the end, and then space enter. And inside this basket down here, we're going to grab the information from the store. So we need to go into the store, we need to go into the state, then we need to go into the store, and then we need to go into the basket items, and then we need to grab the information here, print them out. So that doesn't seem too complicated, right? So how we do this is we will use this keyword to grab it, and then we're going to use $store to contact that one. So this would be kind of similar to if you have done routers before, so like that. And then in here we're going to use state, because that's the one we want to contact in here. So store, and then we want to go into the data called state. And the next one we want to go into is the item we created. That's the basket items. So like this, the name here. You can copy this if you want to. And then you kind of end this one here, right? So that's the first thing we do. Now this is contacting the server, the store, going into the specific files, and then grabbing them. But we also need to return them so we can actually see them. So you need to return this store in your browser. Now right now this doesn't do a lot of things over here, because we're still using the original basket we created in this one. This is trying to grab information, but up here we have a empty basket. That's why it's not being printed. So we need to mark this one out like so, and then we need to, I'm going to wait with the save because it's going to refresh over there. Actually, I'm going to just do the refresh, and now you can see we have bagel supremeth as our placeholder. Now the reason why this just suddenly worked is we're using the basket down here, right? So it's trying to grab the information from basket, which is right now this one in here, basket items. That's the one we're getting through our call here. And up in our for loop up here, we are going to go through each item in the basket. And it's just iterating through all the things, and we only have one in here. But the reason why this works is because it's looking for a basket which exists right here. So if we call this baskets, it's going to not work. So if we refresh here, it's just breaking the page because there's an error, of course. But that's the reason why our setup still works, by just implementing or calling the information and then storing it in Compute It, and then having VueJS render this information for us. All right, that's the first way to just grab information from Vuex store.